Zog House of Mouse.
So we are Clayton and Christine, and we are we're the heads of the Zog House of Mouse.
It's true.
We kind of are in charge of this crazy bunch. It's a lot of fun, actually.
It is. We the joint forces here. I've got the tech side. She's got the design and creative side, and together, I think we make a pretty good team.
Yeah. We love Disneyland, and that's something that we have shared. That's a passion we've shared since we were married. We actually honeymooned at Disneyland. It was the first time either of us had gone for longer than 2 days at a time. We did a 5-day park hopper pass, and California Adventure was still pretty. It was fairly new still. It was May. I'm trying to think how old it was.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 years.
No, it was older than that, but it wasn't too seasoned yet.
Yeah.
So we had a blast, and that was our honeymoon.
We have a pretty fun story. I don't know if we'll share it now, but the Hollywood Tower Hotel.
Yes, that's a hilarious story. We will definitely share that in one of our upcoming videos. We'll have to because it's hilarious. But for now, we just want to introduce ourselves a little bit. Do you want to go first answering questions?
Sure. What have we got?
Okay, so obviously we know your name. It is Clayton.
Yes, Clayton.
He has different nicknames from his lifetime. The main one probably being Zog Dog.
Yep.
And we call him Daddy Clayton, Daddy Zog, Daddy. Okay, favorite color?
Orange.
Definitely. And favorite Disney characters or character?
Probably a toss-up between Aladdin and, I'd say probably Aladdin. And if we're going to Star Wars, then...
They can be included.
Yeah, the Mandalorian is just really awesome. So I'm saying right now the Mandalorian. He's one of my favorites.
Okay, so then going along with your favorite characters, favorite Disney movie or movies? Because I know it's hard for you to choose. He's a huge movie buff. He watches, he's seen almost every movie, I think, in existence. You love movies.
I do.
So favorite Disney movies?
I'll give a couple. So obviously I said Aladdin as one of my favorites. Probably another big one that I really enjoyed would be the original Star Wars trilogy, since that's part of the Disney family now.
Now it is, yeah.
And I guess. Are we going to do Marvel movies as well?
Sure, why not?
I said like a lot. I'm probably one of the weird ones, but I really like Captain America and Thor, like just as equal. Most people say Iron Man, but Captain America and Thor are my favorites.
Okay.
And then a Disney live action movie.
Oh, okay. That's another category. Okay.
God, what do you think?
I don't know. I think I've liked most of them.
Happiest Millionaire.
Oh, okay. So that is a Disney musical from way back. It's actually something we bonded over on our first date. Our first date was a blind date to a hockey game in Las Vegas before the Golden Knights. So it was the Wranglers.
Yeah, it was fun. It was on our 10-year wedding anniversary. That's when the Golden Knights formed. So it was kind of.
That's true. They did form 10 years after our first date. But anyway, we went on our first date, blind date, to a hockey game, and I wouldn't say either of us are really that into hockey. We like it, but we had never gone before. But we had friends who had a box, one of the VIP fancy boxes. So we got to go there, and while we're sitting there talking, trying to get to know each other, I mentioned that I like musicals. He mentions he likes musicals, and he tries to kind of stump me and see just how much I like musicals. And he's like, well, have you ever heard of The Happiest Millionaire? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I love The Happiest Millionaire. It's one of my favorite movies from when I was young. We would watch it all the time. And he didn't believe me. I don't think he believed me. And then I started singing Virtuosity, and then he knew I was being authentic.
You know that word, that song. It's like, yeah, you know.
Yeah, so that's one of our favorites. And so we met at the end of January of 2008, and so we were together for Valentine's Day, and as a Valentine's gift, you actually got me that DVD. Mm-hmm. So that was really exciting because we hadn't had it before that, and we'd always, growing up, we'd always rented the VHS from like a video store. So, okay, moving on though from movies, at Disneyland, and you can include DCA, favorite ride or rides, or you can pick one for each park or whatever.
Well, overall, okay. Incredicoaster, hands down, just my favorite ride, period, there. But between both parks, because it's the only one that gives me that type of exhilaration. And over at Disneyland, oh, that's a hard one. I would probably say between Star Tours and Thunder Mountain Railroad, and then back over at California Adventure, I really enjoy the my goodness, not the Rapids, the Grizzly Rapids, and also Soarin'. But overall,
like he loves all of them, I guess, because I thought your favorites were when it was the Hollywood Tower Hotel.
Yeah, I do.
And
I do love that
Mr.
one.
Toad's Wild Ride. I thought those were your favorites.
I mean,
he likes all the rides.
Everyone likes Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
You literally go to hell while you're in it. It's crazy. That was the first time either of us had ever ridden that was on our honeymoon. I remember we came out going, what was that?
What just happened?
That was awesome. That was so awesome. Okay, and then last question for you. Your favorite food or foods or drinks at Disneyland?
No, that's not a fair question at all. Are you kidding me?
It's like the ride question because you love all.
Okay, if you've been to Disneyland, you know why that's a hard question. If you haven't, it's a hard question because almost all the food you eat there is amazing, especially the seasonal food when they have up just during the holidays.
Oh, I know. I love it when they have the seasonal
really,
offerings.
really good. But I will say,
if you have to pick one meal or place, you could pick a restaurant or a place or something.
Okay, that helps out a lot, actually.
Does that help? Because he can't decide.
She might think I'm going to say something, but
I don't know what you're going to say.
But the initial before one of our trips where we had a really good meal at the place I'm going to tell you is my favorite. It used to be the Blue Bayou. Okay, used to be my favorite.
That was your
restaurant.
favorite place.
But then something overtook it. Help me with the name. It's where we got the dinner for
the Bengal barbecue.
No, I don't need help with that name.
I joke. He doesn't love Bengal, but he likes it. Okay,
it was where we went to get the package deal to watch the fireworks for.
We did a dining
the
package.
chicken. You remember that chicken?
Yes, we did a dining package, a Fantasmic dining package,
yes.
And it was at the. Oh well, no, I can't think.
The Bears.
The Bears. Oh, we eat there all the time. Okay, the Hungry Bear.
Yes.
Hungry Bear. He loves that.
So
and their food's good even during the day.
Yeah, their food's good.
But the dining package you get for Fantasmic, I don't know if they change it seasonally. I assume they probably do. We were there it was in November when we did it. November of was it 18? 18.
Yeah.
November of 2018, we tried that package, and they had this chicken. What did it have on it? It had like was it a berry?
I think so.
Was it a raspberry? I think it was a raspberry something on it.
And it was...
With a mixed rice. It was so good. It was really, really delicious.
And,
that was a great meal.
And something that was really cool, well, not cool, but the wind was really bad. And somehow we were sharing with one of the kids, and the food went flying. The plate went flying. So I lost a lot of the food. And I'd gone up. This is just to let you know how great an experience it is. I went up and explained, hey, my food... It fell down. Can I replace the chicken or something? They gave me a complete meal. So they're really great as far as taking care of
guest services. They're awesome. Yeah. They really are.
But the food there's great. They have a hamburger bar too. You can put all the fixings on it.
Yeah.
So
and we have done that before also, but that wasn't that trip. We've eaten at a lot of the restaurants, and there are still so many more for us to try. So we will be making videos with us trying.
What about the place in the Fairyland, or Fantasyland, the
Red Rose Tavern?
Yes.
Yeah, we love Red Rose Tavern. It's pretty affordable, and the portions are huge, and it's delicious.
Was it Gaston's?
Gaston's Brew. Everybody loves the Gaston's Brew, and the gray stuff, of course.
The gray stuff. It's delicious.
That would be that's probably my favorite meal. Is when we go over to Red Rose Tavern and I get the poutine. Which, it is so good.
Explain to what the people don't know what that is, what poutine is.
Well, I don't exactly know what it is in Canada.
Yeah.
I think it's fries with gravy and cheese curds, something like that. So they do a version of that at Disneyland where they're sweet potato fries, and I think they're crisscross cut.
Yep, they are.
And then they have like a slow roasted beef, like a beef roast with gravy and pickled red onions and cheese curds. It's so delicious.
Very flavorful.
Yeah, that's probably one of my very favorite things. But we'll be doing some videos on dining and trying new things. We'll also, I try to eat lower glycemic, and so we will be doing a video on that also at some point in the future where we can kind of show people what is available when you have specific dietary needs, because they're pretty good about accommodating those too, and they have so many different options. So.
And especially if you're trying to keep the price down, you're on a budget. Another place we found, I think one recently, there's a Mexican restaurant kind of right.
Yes.
And we got a lot of food.
That
I can't remember
was
the name of it.
God, it was
We'll find. We'll get the name, but the point is
okay. I'm gonna say it wrong.
Anyway,
Rancho
really
del Zocalo Restaurante.
Very good. You get a lot of food. Very affordable. That
was very affordable for our family, and it was a lot of food. The portions are huge, so we've learned over time not to order everybody a meal because you don't want to be carrying around leftovers. We can never finish if we get every single person in our family their own meal. So,
and I'm a big guy. I can put away a lot. And normally I'll probably get a full meal, but I end up sharing towards the end a good chunk of it with Christine or the kids.
When we went to Red Rose Tavern last time we were there, I think we got 2 orders of poutine, plus you got a burger that came with fries.
Yep.
And then we all shared a dessert and a drink, and then had waters also. And there we could barely eat it all. So 3 entrees for 5 people, and we honestly probably could have gotten away with 2, just because we were stuffed. And we like to eat so many things at the park that we don't want to get so stuffed at one meal or restaurant, because you're going to be wanting to snack throughout the day too. Like we always love to get popcorn on the train. We love to get churros when we watch the flag ceremony. We have these little traditions that we've created over time. So there's always always food. And then, you have to get beignets, and you have to get the Dole Whip when you go on that ride, or it's not a ride, but when you go see the show. So there's just things like that. So you never want to totally gorge yourself, because then you might have to miss out on a turkey leg later.
And depending on when you go, you getting the hot chocolate and the hot drinks.
Oh, they have delicious hot drinks.
And that does fill you up also.
One thing that I really appreciate, I don't know if everybody knows this. I don't know how this turned into a food review, because we love to eat. The hot chocolate and like the hot ciders, when we've gotten them in the past, I swear to you, the temperature is perfect. You don't even have to wait till it cools down. It's ready to drink right then and there. That's the magic of Disneyland.
They've got it dialed in.
You got to get it for a fireworks show. Okay. Do you want to ask me my questions?
I will. I forgot one more thing, because this is, I think, our very last trip was the first time we ever, on DCA, Disney California Adventure, we had eaten at the world's greatest hot dog.
Oh,
across from the Disney
Junior. Yes, we did. We tried the hot dogs for the first time, and it was a seasonal offering one. Yeah, it was amazing. That one was really good. Yeah,
talk about flavor.
Oh god, the food is good there, and we're actually really looking forward to during our next trip. We've never done the Sip and Savor Pass for Food and Wine Festival, and we're going to be doing that this time. It doesn't include alcoholic drinks. We don't drink anyway, but it's like a lanyard that you wear, and it has all these little tabs on it, and if you're an annual pass holder, you get a discount on it. But it's a pretty good price even if you're not. I believe it has 8 tabs on it. I'll have to check on that when we actually get it. But then you get to try the different little stands where they have the seasonal foods, and that we're really excited to try this time. We're probably only going to get one because we just share everything. We just want to have a bite or two, so we'll probably just get one and then.
Okay, so obviously your name,
Christine,
and
but I'm mostly just Mama around here.
Queen Christine is also how she's known.
That's what he calls me sometimes when I'm being sassy, which is a lot.
She's Italian, so yeah.
Go on.
What would you say your favorite color is?
That's not even a question. Everybody knows my favorite color is green. I love it. I love
But
green.
yet, what's the color of your favorite princess's dress?
Well, that doesn't count. I have a favorite princess, but that's definitely not my favorite color. I love Cinderella. If we're talking about characters, I love Cinderella, Dumbo, Mickey Mouse, of course, and then this little guy is just dear to my heart. I love Jiminy Cricket. So those are my favorite characters.
Since I did it, what about the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Ooh,
and Star Wars.
Oh, that's really hard. Okay, in Star Wars, I'm gonna say it's a toss-up between Chewie and Yoda.
Good.
I love them. Our daughter Callie really loves Yoda, Chewie. In fact, for Christmas, she got her brother a Chewie doll one year. She was probably 2 or 3, like an 18-inch Chewie. And when we asked her why she chose that, she said, because he has a purse.
Oh, poor Chewie. It's a satchel.
He has a satchel. So she loves Chewie because he has a purse. Okay, so probably Chewie and Yoda. And then for Avengers or Marvel, that is really hard for me. I probably love Thor. Oh, I love Loki.
But he's part of the universe. He's part of that, so that's fine.
I don't know. That's a really tough one because I like most of them, but I would say probably and I love Bruce Banner, but then I also love where he like the newer Hulk version where he's kind of a cross between like where he's not totally Hulk, not totally Bruce Banner. I love the new how he's learned how to control that. So I love that character too. But
okay, well anyway. Now we're talking about really in-depth with movies. What about your movies? What's your favorite Disney movie? Let's go Disney animated, Disney live.
Okay, animated. I like probably most of them, but I love Cinderella. I love The Sword and the Stone. Yeah. So I'm really excited about this new parade coming out soon because I've seen some of the concept art and it looks like Sword and the Stone might actually have a float. I'm hoping so because I love Sword in the Stone. And then I also love, and it's not very popular around this house, they say it's scary, I love The Mouse Detective.
It's
That
not
is
bad.
one of my favorites. I think it's hilarious. I can laugh through that whole movie. Okay, live action.
Yep.
That one's tough. Again, it's going to be an older one, kind of like how you love Happiest Millionaire. I do love Happiest Millionaire, but I also really love all the old Kurt Russell movies, like the Barefoot Executive. I love the Barefoot Executive. I love the Computer Wear Tennis Shoes. Or there was another one. It wasn't Kurt Russell. It was somebody else, but it was the Fastest Man Alive or I can't remember what it was called now, but I really liked that one. And then like Swiss Family Robinson.
Oh, I just think it's Swiss Family Robinson.
Swiss Family Robinson. Yeah. I was actually kind of bummed when they switched the Swiss Family Robinson treehouse into the Tarzan's treehouse, which it's still good, but I loved Swiss Family Robinson treehouse. And then did you say Star Wars and Marvel?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Star Wars. Probably, I would have to say Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
Because that's the one where they go to the one planet with the
Ewoks.
Ewoks, and I love the Ewoks.
Dum dum.
Yeah, I love that one. And I like how you get so much, like, it concludes so much. You get
Closure.
Closure, thank you, closure. And then for Avengers, sorry, we have dogs under here that are playing. So they're bumping up on the desk and being crazy little things. This is our Lady and the Tramp, baby. You look like Lady, even though you're a boy. And then this is our big galoot, we call him. He's our
chocolate lab.
I can't get him up here, he's too big. But he's a chocolate lab pointer mix, and he is just beautiful. He is so beautiful. But anyway, okay, so my favorite, I think Thor. And it's not popular, but the second one.
Oh, it's okay.
I love the second Thor. I like I like all of them. I like all three of them. Well, four.
There's three right now. They're doing a fourth
three.
one.
That's right. Okay.
Okay, so same thing. It's hard to pick, but what about rides? Between
Splash Mountain
and overall.
Splash Mountain.
Splash Mountain overall.
I love Splash Mountain.
Okay, so now do one at Disney, and that's not Splash, and one at DCA.
Okay, so other than Splash Mountain, see, this is where it gets really hard.
Yep.
Because there are probably so many close seconds.
I mean, they're all second.
I can tell you, I went to Disneyland several times as a child and as a young adult. But my first memory of Disneyland, so the first time I remember going, it was not my first time going, but the first time I remember going, I was 7 years old, and I was finally tall enough to go on all the 40-inch rides. And my dad took me on Splash Mountain, Thunder Mountain, and Space Mountain. And that was memorable and magical, and those were probably my favorite rides. Those three rides were probably my favorite for years and years and years. Now, I probably have some others that I like better than those three, other than Splash Mountain. I love Splash Mountain. I love Pirates, I always have. I love Haunted Mansion, of course. We really love Jungle Cruise.
Oh, yes.
We, on our honeymoon, that's another
another good story.
A funny ride story. We'll have to tell that one later. I love Storybook Canal Boat.
Yeah,
that's a ride that I really
I would like to try and watch it every once in a while during the day, because it seems like, at least what I've gone on.
We go on it at night a lot. But
lot.
I usually do daytime with like the younger kids, while you and Carden are off doing like bigger rides. Okay, DCA. This is very hard because there aren't that many rides there, really.
So I know you haven't been on a lot of rides over there. I mean, there
are several I haven't actually been on yet. True,
like
that's
I've been
true.
on like the Goofy's.
I've never been on that
flight school.
Okay, I love Soarin' Over California. So the original Soarin' Over the World is good, but I love Soarin' Over California, and they're bringing it back for a short time soon, and I'm really excited to get to see that again. And then I had never gone on it until just one of our most recent trips, because I had heard it was really good. We went on Ariel's Undersea Adventure.
Oh, yeah.
And I had no expectations for that ride at all, because it's just a little kid ride, whatever. But the room, when it's Sebastian singing Under the Sea, that room, it was like you were in the movie. So I do really like that ride. I think that's a lot of fun.
It is.
So.
And it's also, if you're there during the hot season, it's a great time to go under and get cooled off.
It's
It's an underground ride.
indoor, and yeah. We're about to enter my favorite part of the ride. Love this. Love it. Just like in the movie.
She's happy, it's all through the waves they roll. The fish on the land get happy.
We love them.
But fish in the
Oh, here's little dancers.
for a worse of fate. One day when the boss get home.
Our favorite saxophone player. Oh no. So anyway, that's us, I think.
Oh, well, we have been talking
Oh,
about food.
oh, yeah.
I was
Well,
gonna say
we've been
food.
talking about food forever. So yeah, poutine. Poutine. But I like all the things. All the things.
It's true.
So that's us in a nutshell, and we're really excited to see kind of where this year takes us and share our wisdom. I don't know how much of that we have, but we do travel there often enough that I feel like we've got some pretty good tips and tricks we can share, especially from a perspective of not living in Southern California. We're annual pass holders living kind of far away, which is I think unique. I don't know how many people have that experience like as we do. When we go to Disneyland, it's like we're just all together, 100% daddy time, family time, and it's a magical place. It's the happiest place on earth, and we love it. We love family. We have our faith, and we love Disneyland. So that's kind of us. But thanks for watching, and feel free to like and subscribe.
Take care.